Look at the greatest players of all time. Their personalities are usually as large as their offensive repertoires. Their popularity is palpable in every arena they step into, and their careers usually reside in only 1 to 2 cities. These are the hallmarks of the 10 to 20 best players to ever step onto a basketball court. Because of these attributes, combined with their unparalleled play, these players become deified. Their stories turn to legends, and their images become as iconic as Roman paintings. Players that do not follow this outline often become forgotten. Even some of the greatest players of all time are left behind because their stories were simply not compelling, or they did not adhere themselves to the spotlight. It is because of this that I have chosen to go back and attempt to discover who these players truly were, what they did right, what they did wrong, and everything in between. This week, that former player is Moses Malone.
Something special is gonna happen. I don't know what. They don't know what.
Moses Malone was great at one thing. And like most of the other players that occupy the 15 greatest of all time, Malone's basketball success revolved around one single thing: rebounding, and specifically, offensive rebounding. Since offensive rebounds began to be tracked in 1974, no one has grabbed more offensive rebounds than Moses Malone. With 6,731 total collected in the NBA, he has more offensive rebounds than the player with the second most by an astounding 2,200. This ludicrous record was due to his bouncy legs. Moses may just be the quickest jumper in NBA history.
He is one of the quickest jumpers I've ever seen. He could be maybe the best offensive rebounder in the history of the game. He's very good at it now, and I'm sure in a year or two, when he's old enough to shave, he'll be excellent.
He was not especially tall for his position, so he made up for it by being able to jump very high, very quickly, in rapid succession. His constant jumps allowed him to not only stick around the rim, but to be too slick to box out, jumping until finally collecting the rebound. When doing so, he would collect himself at the bottom for only a moment before he propelled himself straight up into the air, like pumping a shotgun before shooting. One of his secrets was to simply get the ball moving towards the hoop. When he had the ball anywhere in the paint, he would simply shotgun spring himself in the air and fling the ball towards the hoop. Even if it did not find its way through the hoop on the first attempt, he knew that he could quickly outjump his opponent to get the rebound. As long as the ball continually moved towards the hoop, there was a high probability that it was going to transform into points. This was not the only thing Malone was capable of doing on the court. He also had a serviceable mid-range game that he went to frequently, as he did not average 31 points on 52% shooting in a season, something only 6 other NBA players have ever accomplished, simply by flinging the ball in the direction of the hoop. His jumper was utilized often. His defense was also better than given credit for. His springy legs allowed him to average over 1 block and 1 steal per game for a remarkable 7 years, although defense was certainly not his braggable ability. Though, you'd be hard-pressed to find him being braggadocious about anything.
But, when I came to team, this how press do it. A press would, this press do it, they know what they write. When I came to team, they won't make a big thing. Moses, Malone, who team is this? I said, who team is this? I said, man, it's Dr. J team.
There may never been an all-time great with less interest in the media. Mumbling during interviews was a constant. An even-keeled demeanor was his normal, and attention was never what he seemed to seek. He was a workman, deeming it as a necessity for his contract and a responsibility to the fans. Workman, seemingly minute basketball abilities, and a low desire for attention make Moses sound like the antithesis of what an all-time great is. But when he did speak with authority and provocation, it was as strong as he was. He not only had his iconic faux claim, where he believed the Sixers would sweep every team en route to a championship, falling short by just 1 game, but ultimately winning the championship for the Sixers. But when the Sixers traded him a few years later, he threatened them by saying he would make them pay for trading him every time he played against them. He proceeded to put up 28 points and 21 rebounds, 39 points and 17 rebounds, and 27 points and 11 rebounds in 3 consecutive games, winning every single one. He may not have been the type of person that fits the all-time great mold, but that takes nothing away from his actual greatness. He averaged over 20 points and 11 rebounds for 11 straight years, a double-double for 14 straight years, and 6 or more offensive rebounds per game an incredible 4 times. Only 2 other players have done it just once. He was to offensive rebounding like Steph Curry is to three-pointers. No one even comes close. And just like the latter, Moses was typecast because of this. Seen as only one thing, when in reality he became many things because of the one thing. One of those things that he just so happened to become was one of the best basketball players of all time. Though, he never would have bragged about it.
You know, fans make players. Fans make you. I don't, you know, y'all make me. Y'all tell me how good I am. I can't tell myself because I don't know. Because I tell myself, then I would never be good.